Many people say if you treat your girlfriend right, she will eventually treat you the same. This applies when you are doing a great effort to give her the best of you and you don't feel that she is giving the best in return. So, regarding that, a very common advice is just to keep going, and eventually, sooner or later, she will react to this reality and start being the same towards you. This is wishful thinking. This is completely wrong. People don't work like that. It would be wonderful if it were the truth, but it's not, and we have to accept it. People in general are awful. We have to be conscious of this. Most people don't make conscious decisions to improve their lives and to be better for others. Now, that doesn't make them bad people. That just makes them normal. Your girlfriend or your wife is most probably in this section of people if you are receiving this from her. Or in other words, if you're not receiving the things you want to receive from her. So, we will fix this situation. But first, before we speak about what to actually do, I want to speak of why should you do this effort instead of waiting for her to do it. As I was saying, people in general will not make changes for the better in their lives and for the better of the lives of those surrounding them. Speaking specifically about women, women have a fundamental difference with men about decision making. Men are decision makers. We rationalize things, we think about them, and we make an informed decision, aiming for the best result possible. Women normally, instead of doing this, react to what they are feeling. They feel this burning feeling in their guts and they want to just speak out before thinking, before reflecting on what they're about to say and what consequences can this have. So, in this matter, men can be the guides of relationships. We are more prepared to do it, and with this we can accomplish the goals we want to accomplish. Of course, given that your girlfriend wants those objectives too. If you are fighting for the good of the relationship, of course, this will be beneficial to her too. So, at first, this seems like a burden. We as men need to think about the best things for the relationship and how to act upon that, thinking about ourselves and thinking of what our girlfriends should do. Of course, it seems unfair doing all this on your own instead of sharing the responsibility. We must understand that women are not prone to reflect on things, so they will not naturally think about these things and try to be better for you and for the relationship. They will do some things in their own way. They will do things that maybe you will not do or that won't be natural to you. They have their advantages in other things and they will make that shine. But in scenarios like this, where you feel that you are giving it all and she is not giving much, she clearly hasn't reflected on this, unless you have chosen a very, very, very wrong girlfriend. Let's suppose that you chose well and she is just ignoring this situation. She hasn't thought about it and she is not acting willingly towards an unfair relationship. What seems unfair at first glance is really an opportunity. You don't have to struggle against your girlfriend arguing about what each of one thinks is best for the relationship, it will most of the time be one-sided. You have thought about what's best for the relationship and she has not. So you can speak to her about these things and she will most likely agree with you. And then you can both do the effort required to get to your goals. So you only have to do the first step, and you don't have to fight for your position against a different position to get to the point where you agree on something and start making both the effort equally. If you don't take it this way, you will go crazy. It is very unlikely that you find a woman that doesn't work like this. It's the very nature of a woman. Don't feel that you have to keep looking for a woman that's not like that. You most likely won't find her. And think about this. We are not perfect to them either. They might think the same thing. Of course, we have certain programming, we have certain natural things that are born out of our essence as men. If both men and women start looking for a man that thinks like a woman, and men looking for a woman that thinks like a man, no one will ever have a romantic relationship. You have to take this as it is and make the best of it. Don't worry, you have to make the most effort in this situation, but there will be many more situations where she will have a clear advantage over you, and she will be willing to do the most effort, knowing that you are willing to do the most effort when you have certain advantages. So, let's return to what we started talking about, the title of the video. What to do when you feel that you are giving it all, she is not giving much. Should you wait because she will sometime start returning these good treatments? No. Human beings have something printed on them very deep. Most of the people, when faced to a situation in which they are winning without losing anything, they won't change anything about that situation. They will just see the benefit of what's happening to them and will try to keep it that way for as long as possible. The only way that a human being will want to change that situation is if that person meets resistance. That is the only way. With meeting resistance, I'm referring to the threat of losing the benefits that he or she is perceiving. That's the only way most human beings will react and change what they are doing or not doing. Of course, there are exceptions. If you are watching this video, it's because you want to make changes to have a better life and to be better as a person, to be better in your relationship, to be better towards your girlfriend. But most people are not in this frequency. You have to be aware of this. So when facing this situation, you have to resist. You have to confront her. You have to tell her what you are going through and that you don't like it, and that the choice is hers. Option 1 is you stop doing what you're doing and you can get to a fair situation in which both of you don't give each other anything or not much. Option 2 is that she changes what she's doing and not doing to be on par with you, and both of you start giving the other person what he or she wants to receive from their significant other. Make her choose. You must resist this. Do not wait because the wait will be forever. She won't change anything. If she hasn't thought about this before, why would she start thinking about this in 2 weeks, for example? What will change? Absolutely nothing. The situation will remain the same. So she will continue thinking and not thinking what she has been thinking and not thinking. The only way to disrupt this is changing something, and what you can change is having this conversation that will lead to a change, be it you or her. You can give her the option. Of course, tell her that you would prefer to both of you giving each other what the other one wants. But the decision is hers. You have been doing the effort. You will stop doing it if she continues showing that she won't do the effort. Remember, in the end, everything has to be fair. If you do the effort, she must do the effort. If you did the effort of proposing this change because your relationship was starting to get damaged, she must show some efforts in other sides of the relationship. If you like this video, like and subscribe. See you next time.